Today, I want to share a book that I think is perfect for this time of year, Matt Haig's The Midnight Library. As we begin 2025, many of us are reflecting on our lives, setting new goals, and thinking about how we want to grow and improve. This novel couldn't be more relevant for this season of self reflection and new beginnings. Hi, my name is Moana, and this is my reading buddy Spike. And I am a reading and writing lover who disliked English class as both a student and a teacher, and I am now documenting my journey of rediscovering my love for words. So, I'm actually in the middle of my video series where I explain literary theories and was planning on finishing that first, but I just finished reading The Midnight Library and was so excited about it that I decided to take a break to film and post this video. First off, I have to say that this book has been on my TBR for a long time, but it's interesting how it seems like I finally got a chance to read it at a time when I needed it the most, because I really think that it's one of those fiction novels that can really have a deep impact on your life. Before I dive deep into my thoughts, let me give you a quick overview in case you haven't read it yet. The Midnight Library follows Nora Seed, a woman who finds herself in the space between life and death, which is a magical library where each book represents a different version of her life based on different choices she could have made. Nora is guided by Mrs. Elm, her former school librarian, who explains that she can try out any of these lives to find one worth living. You see, Nora has reached a point where she feels overwhelming regret about her life choices, such as giving up her competitive swimming career, leaving her band right before they became successful, breaking off her engagement, and not pursuing various other paths. Through this mystical library, she gets the chance to experience all these what-if scenarios. The life where she became an Olympic swimmer, where she's a famous rock star, where she married her ex-fiancé, and countless other possibilities. But what starts as a search for the perfect life turns into something much more profound. As Nora moves between these different lives, she begins to understand deeper truths about happiness, regret, and what makes life worth living. This isn't just another book. It's a life-changing journey that has personally helped me shift my perspective about my own choices and regrets. One of the most powerful moments comes when Mrs. Elm explains the nature of these parallel lives. Between life and death, there is a library. Every book provides a chance to try another life you could have lived, to see how things would be if you had made other choices. Through these infinite possibilities, we learn something profound about human nature and happiness. So, lately I've been reflecting on my own what-if moments. Like Nora, I wondered how my life might have been different if I had made different choices in things like relationships or my career path. Would I be married with children? Would I be wealthier? These thoughts are so natural, and there's actually a fascinating reason why we tend to idealize these alternative paths. Our brains have this interesting tendency to fill in the gaps of these imagined scenarios with optimistic assumptions. We edit out all the potential problems and challenges, creating these perfectly rosy pictures of what could have been. When we're struggling with our present circumstances, this tendency becomes even stronger. We convince ourselves that a different choice would have helped us avoid our current challenges. One of the most striking revelations in the book is how loneliness appears in every life Nora experiences. Even in lives where she's surrounded by people, as a famous musician, a successful athlete, or a married woman, she discovers that loneliness can still exist. It's a powerful reminder that feeling lonely is a universal human experience, though we often think we're the only ones feeling this way. The book shows us that loneliness isn't simply about being physically alone. In one life, Nora has everything she thought she wanted: success, recognition, and relationships, yet still she feels a deep sense of disconnection. Through these parallel lives, we learn that authentic connections matter more than just having people around us. As Nora discovers, sometimes the lives that look the most enviable from the outside can feel the most isolating on the inside. So here's where my Buddhist practice has taught me something valuable, something that aligns perfectly with the message of the Midnight Library. No life is ever perfect. We will always face challenges in one form or another. The book beautifully illustrates this as Nora discovers that each of her seemingly perfect parallel lives comes with its own complications and trade-offs. One of the most powerful messages in the book is how we often underestimate our impact on others. So, as someone who struggles with depression and anxiety myself, I deeply relate to Nora's initial feeling that she doesn't make much difference in the world. But like Nora, I've slowly learned that we touch others' lives in ways we don't always realize. So I want to share something personal with you. For years, even into my 40s, now you know how old I am, I struggled to believe that people actually wanted me around. I remember once overhearing my friends saying an event wouldn't be fun without me, and even then, I had trouble believing it. It's taken me years to understand that when friends invite me places, it's because they genuinely enjoy my company. This journey of self-discovery mirrors Nora's own path to understanding her worth and impact. I actually think this book would make excellent required reading for high school juniors or seniors. While they might not have accumulated the same kind of life-altering regrets as Nora, they're at a crucial point where they're making major decisions about their future. The book's message about there not being just one right path to happiness could be incredibly valuable for young people feeling the pressure of these choices. The Midnight Library isn't just a story about parallel lives. It's about finding peace with our choices. As Nora realizes near the end, it is not the lives we regret not living that are the real problem. It is the regret itself. It's the regret that makes us shrivel and wither and feel like our own and other people's worst enemy. The book ends with a powerful truth when Nora finally understands. The only way to learn is to live. She discovers that happiness isn't found in having a perfect life, but in appreciating the complexity and beauty of the life we're living. As Hugo tells her, there are patterns to life. Scientifically, happiness is a matter of gratitude, of being at peace with yourself and your choices. So now I'd love to hear your thoughts on the Midnight Library. Have you read it? Did it make you think about your own what if moments? Share your experiences in the comments below. Thank you so much for joining me for this video, and if you enjoyed it, make sure you hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to see more of my bookish content. Until next time, happy reading and see you soon.